ladies and gentlemen. Leonetti!
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sienna's Trattoria. We're doing something a little bit different. We're shooting live on location. It's going to be fantastic. One of my favorite places to eat. He's a very dear friend of mine, the owner, Giancarlo. We got a fantastic show lined up. As you can see, we got the deli. We're going to follow you around. Look at all this fantastic food. Unbelievable. And naturally on here, you got the mortadella, you got the prosciutto, you got the gabagol, you got the best of the best of the best. Now, the best part that I love about this is his pastry. His pastries are the best. One of the greatest bakers ever walk into Las Vegas. So I want everybody to sit back, relax, don't you move, don't touch that dial. We're coming right back.
Welcome to GoWithMelissa.com, your one-stop shop to learning, shopping, and making money. Take advantage of your brand next to all the other popular brands affiliated with GoWithMelissa.com. Explore the site with colleagues and friends. Now all you have to do is sign up to see all the extra perks being offered for those who are part of the GoWithMelissa.com family. Check out all the courses, monthly benefits, and ways you could make extra profits with topics that are actually fun. Looking for a family and business management consultant? GoWithMelissa.com is the right place for you. Simply get on a video call to see your options. With guidance from Melissa, you are sure to take your personal and business life to the next level. GoWithMelissa.com is a site made for the entire family to enjoy. Join GoWithMelissa.com and start receiving notifications on new events, promotions, and services today.
Hi everybody, this is Mike Leonetti. Today something a little bit different. We shot on location. We went to Sienna's Trattoria, and it's fantastic. The food is great, as you see by the opening of the show. But before I go any further, let me say a few things. Thank my sponsor, Mr. Bob Kellogg. Let's not forget my very special friend, Miss Melissa, GoWithMelissa.com. Okay, she's on vacation right now. It's Mexico, Italy. She's doing pretty good for herself. She'll be back. And let's not forget my brother, Anthony, with WeLink, what is a beautiful fiber optic company that if you need faster service, you need to call him. Let's not forget my book called Deceit, Corruption, and Cover-Up. It's the story of my life. I am very proud to say that this Sunday I will be on NBC, the Ed Bernstein Show, one of the prominent lawyers in Las Vegas. And I asked him when I went there, I said, Ed, ask me questions that people are concerned about. And he gave me the whole 30 minutes. So that's a show that you don't want to miss. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the button. What it does, it builds our channel. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fantastic show. I got some great guests today that are coming on. And I'd like to introduce a very special friend that I know for many, many years. I was very pleased years ago to sing here and perform here. And when I had my restaurant, he was so kind to help me out, make the desserts, and he made the Italian bread. And when you hear his story, without further ado, my very special friend, Mr. Giancarlo.
Hey, Mike, thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, my pleasure, John. My pleasure. We're going to talk about a lot of great things.
All right.
Giancarlo, we've been friends for years.
Yes.
Now, tell my viewers about you, because to me, you're one of the greatest bakers. There's nobody in Las Vegas could ever touch you. You make the best cannolis, you make the best fiorillos, you make the best of everything. But you were in Italy. You studied in Italy, am I correct?
Yes, I was in Italy. I have my family, they have restaurants. During the summertime when I was very young, they sent me to learn and work with my family in order to keep me out of the street. I had great things going on. I was barely 11 years, 12 years old. I study, I'm pretty much, working in school and working with the family. I developed myself as I go, working the large scale bakery. Then I started training in different things, went to France, Europe, a little bit all around. So it seems like it's a long time ago. Then I studied. Then I started working in the restaurant business. I tried to get out, but I don't think I can.
They drug you back in. That's what you're telling me? You were out and they drug you back in. Now, let me ask you a question, John, between you and I. When it comes to the baking end of it, I mean, that's a whole nother different than cooking.
Yes.
Okay? What is your favorite dish? What is like if the President of the United States would come here tomorrow morning and you had to bake him a cake, an Italian cake, what would it be?
I think it's pretty much now we have a new cake. It's called profiteroles. It's a little traditional Italian puff pastry with chocolate filled with the chantilly cream. Again, chocolate and then drizzle with chocolate.
Drizzle with chocolate.
Yes.
My favorite that you make is your carrot cake.
Yes.
Because you make that icing, you put, now what's the icing? What's the secret on the icing? You use what? Come on.
Pretty much, it's very simple. It's a little water, sugars, and some vanilla.
Is that what it is? Because I got to tell you something. That is the best. For me, it's fantastic. But your fiorillos and the cannolis and not your gelato, all the stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you people that have never been to this wonderful establishment, because like I said, we send this out to thousands of people, okay, on a Saturday. So for the people that went to my restaurant that have never had the opportunity to come in here, you need to come to Siena's Trattoria. It's on Sahara and Fort Apache. You'll love it. He actually does a fantastic job. John, let me ask you a question. What paese are you? Like, what part of Italy is your family from?
Well, my family is from Calabria, but we relocated to Milano since I was 5-6 years old. Since then, I've never been there. I will plan to go with my kids eventually to visit. But, Milano, it became my new town.
Your new place. Now, you've been in business here, how many years?
We are going to 17 years. The restaurant is never like this. We're doing a construction every couple of years to do a remodel or expand it. Now we are lucky, we have about 12,000 square feet between a bakery, deli, restaurants, lounge, live music, and private room.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You have entertainment here every night. Am I correct?
Pretty much every night. It's 5 nights of the week. We have a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Well, why don't you tell my viewers who we have here on Tuesday?
On Tuesday night, we have Rob Edwards, which is a great Frank Sinatra impersonator.
Right.
We have a Jacqueline on Wednesday. We have a Ken Foot on Thursday night. We have Rosine and John Anthony on Friday night, and the EXO band on Saturday night.
Well, that's unbelievable because most places in Las Vegas, they have weekends. You're the only one that has that entertainment.
Yes.
That many, 6 nights a week. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, once again, for you people that have not tried this establishment, you need to come here, try the food, because he got 3 separate entities. He has the restaurant, as you can see behind me. You got to make a reservation. Please don't walk in cold. You got to make a reservation when you call, so you get a great seat. On the other side, he's got the deli that you've seen on the front end. With all it, which I'm at home when I see the mortadella and the prosciutto and the gabagola. I love it because that's what I really love. And naturally, the nightclub, well, I like to say nightclub because it is, it's like a nightclub. He's got a wonderful bar and he has a great staff of people, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I got to tell you, I'm going to ask you a question, John, since you're from it. Did they have cornflakes in Italy? Did they have Kellogg's in Italy?
Back in the days, no.
They didn't have
I
it.
think now they are all started. It's been, 15, 20 years, I believe they had it. I see when I went there some of my nephews and nieces that are eating on the breakfast in the morning.
Really?
So everything.
Well,
changes.
you know, Kellogg's was a customer of mine, and we became very good friends. And November 8th, I'll be in concert, you know, at the Romanian Cathedral. And I teamed up with Leah Roberts, which is wonderful. I'll be honest, we're almost sold out. It's $125 a ticket. And not saying I'm doing all the cooking, the entertainment. I got Twice as Nice performing. I got Sal Santiago, one of my guests today. And we have Monique. Thank you very much. Monique doing a tribute to Connie Francis. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very, very excited about that. And Mr. Kellogg is flying in from Battle Creek, Michigan. And he's going to, I said, Bobby, I want you to announce me. It's going to be great. I got to tell you, John, no words to thank you for being so kind, for being nice enough to come on, allowing me to come into the restaurant. I've been wanting to do this for years and years, and because next week's show would be the Bernstein show. That's going to be on there. But for the people that viewed it today, don't forget tomorrow, you know, which would be the day at Sunday, Channel 3 NBC, I will be on the Ed Bernstein show promoting the book, promoting the injustice that happened to me. And like I said, I was always transparent, and that's the most important thing. You're always going to have your people out there. They're going to say what they want. But the bottom line is, it's important to always keep your head up, your shoulders back, and always be honest. That's the most important thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to don't move, because I got two spectacular guests. I got a champion that's coming on here. You're going to love him. He was a 200 fights, and I got my buddy Sal Santiago, because he's working at a major casino out here, and I got to bring him back. If I don't, he'll never forgive me. So don't move, relax, stay tuned. We're coming right back.
When you get in the ring, you know, that's it's an interesting experience. And every time I stepped inside of a boxing ring, you know, there are butterflies. As soon as the bell rings and you throw that first punch, the butterflies go out the window, the adrenaline kicks in, and you're kind of you're just in a zone. A lot of people didn't know what was going on in my life at that point, and they've never really talked about it, you know. It got so bad at one point, I literally thought about committing suicide.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Very excited. I got two fantastic gentlemen, two really true champions. My buddy and my very special friend, one of my very special friends, Mr. Sal Santiago. Sal, thanks for coming, buddy.
You might be looking at 10. What the heck?
Well, I'm on the beach every day.
That's what it is. You're South Philly.
Yeah, Sal. Well, we're going to talk about South Philly. You're going to love this. And right next to me, I had the pleasure of meeting him yesterday. We did a show together. We were in a special event. One of Melissa, GoWithMelissa.com. I was the MC of that show. And his name is Alan Santana. Well, it's Santana, no relation to the band, right?
If I were in the band, buddy, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you're right. Now, explain to me, I want everybody to know, Sal, this guy, because, you know, he's a fighter like me, you know, both boxed, but he did 200 amateur fights.
Yes.
And 10 professional fights.
Correct.
Now, did you win all the fight? Was it 1-0, 5-0? What was it?
I had an 8-1-1 record as a professional.
Right.
My amateur fights, well over 200 fights, and I didn't lose many of those. I was on the 1982 to 84. I was on the California USA boxing team.
Really?
Which was a lot of fun. And then from there, you know, into my fight career, it ended very abruptly. I had an accident, and that was the end of my career. And a lot of depression. I was depressed for years.
Now, where were you born at?
I was born and raised in Los Angeles, not New Jersey, okay, but Los Angeles, California.
Near Compton?
Actually, no, East LA.
East LA. Well,
Yes.
a lot of tough guys in East LA, you know, because
There were.
you know our day. Because I'm a little bit older than you. You know, well, back in South Philadelphia, you know, I was a street fighter. You know, came up rough and tough. You know, in my neighborhood, you had to fight. Them guys were pretty tough, you know, them days. And then my father was the one that steered me to boxing, which I enjoyed. And I always, we were talking about something yesterday. Every time I went in the ring, I always went with guys that were 5 inches taller than me, 30 pounds heavier, because I would like to go on the inside, break them down, and then whack them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right,
You fought like that too, didn't you?
Yeah, I was fortunate. I did have to fight in the amateur, and I should say, one of the amateurs I did fight a guy that was about 6 foot tall, and I was probably at the time about 5'3", 5'4". I actually didn't hit 5'8" until I was about 25 years old,
Right.
Which was crazy. But I remember one day at the weigh-ins, I was weighing in with Joey Olmos, who was the inspector in Los Angeles, with my manager there and everybody else, and take off my suit, get on the scales, and I make weight. My opponent gets on the scales, and when you look at this guy, he was scary, all tatted up,
Right.
looked like a gangbanger, seriously. He walks up to me, and I'm not going to use the words he said, but he goes, "I'm going to F you up," basically. I looked at my manager, and we just kind of smiled at one another. I didn't say anything to him because I wasn't that type of guy. So that night in the ring, I told my manager, I'm gonna take care of business. I wanted to hurt him. I literally cut him all up, and I beat the crap out of him, just to teach him a lesson, right? He came to my dressing room after the fight and says, "You know what, man, I wanted to say something to you, man. You're one badass fighter." I said, "Thank you." I said, "Look at my face. I don't have any, there's no cuts on my face." I wanted to dig at the guy just to get at him a little bit more because I didn't like the guy. But that happened that night, and I proved my point with my glove. I let my gloves talk, not my mouth.
Right. Well, you got to remember, our day is a little bit different. Most of the people today from the ages, let's say 50 down, these guys are all tough guys. You know, they'll flip you off in the car, they'll
Right.
get on the phone, but you get them in front of you, and they piss their pants.
Different story.
The whole different story. They're all tough guys. You know, it's sad that that's the way it is. And as the years go by, this is what happens. You wrote some books. You wrote 4 books, didn't you?
I have 3 books out.
3 books out.
I'm working on my 4th book.
Okay.
First book was titled Unprotected. The second book that just came out recently is titled Unprotected, the Final Round.
Right.
I wrote those books to help educate athletes, boxers and athletes, just in general, and business people. And especially in sports, people, athletes get taken advantage of, right? Especially boxers. You might have a bad manager that takes advantage of them, or the people that hang on to them. A lot of these guys lose a lot of money, and they don't know how to manage their money. So I wrote this book, talked about how to dress, how to speak, how to open a bank account, how to incorporate yourself as a business entity, right? So again, the things they don't teach you, because I just saw a need, and I got tired of seeing fighters going broke. So I've done very well with my first book. The second book is out, and I know we'll do very well.
Now, where can they get the book at? Like, there's a national or
They
like
can
mine
actually
or
get
what?
the book is available at simplybestreads.com. So that's simplybestreads.com. So you can get it on my website at alansantana.com. It's available at Barnes & Noble, available at Amazon, available at Walmart of all places. My book became a bestseller at Walmart.
Well, I'm the same place, except Barnes & Noble. You know why? It took them 3 months to order a book, and I don't get paid for 6 months.
Wow.
And I said, something, there's so many different avenues. Right next to you, this is my very good friend, Sal Santiago. Sal, you're performing. You've been in Vegas a long time. Sal worked for me at my restaurant for 3.5 years. Did a phenomenal. He worked every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Did a great job. Where are you performing on the weekends?
On the weekend, I'm blessed to have been an invitation to work for Jim Marsh. Jim Marsh, he owns a couple of casinos. And he has one in Henderson called the Skyline.
The Skyline Casino.
So I perform there every Saturday and then definitely the contract. Very grateful to be there, being performing.
And he packs them in. Let me tell you. But there's another spot, your spot.
And also we work at German American Club, and twice a month over there, in different private parties. For an old guy, I'm doing okay,
Hey, you're staying active.
semi-retired anymore, and I'm doing a great show that you was kind enough to invite me to do your
The November
show,
8th.
November 8th,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it's going to be fantastic. And like I said, it's really great. I'm in negotiations with a few other places, but I'm excited about this place because I know you guys haven't had a chance to eat here, but when the it's over, I ordered some stuff, and wait till you taste this guy's food. His food is absolutely terrific. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a short pause for the cause, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit more about a lot more stuff, you know, about the neighborhood guys and when we were kids and all that kind of rough, tumble stuff. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
WeLink Internet, home of the super fast fiber optic speeds. Are you paying too much for your internet? Is your service slow? Is your bill outrageous and keep going up? Well, look no further. WeLink Internet has you covered. Not only do we have super fast speeds, unbelievable customer service, but our price is usually a lot lower than anyone else. Give me a call to see if your home is available, and I will give you 30 days free to try out our service with free installation, and all the equipment will be included with no rental fees. Give me a call now to get you set up with WeLink Internet.
We're back, everybody, with Sal Santiago and my buddy Alan, the champ. Boy, I'm so excited. We should spar one time.
That would be fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't know if we'd last, but
What's
it would
that?
be fun.
I'll last. I'm on that boat every day at 5 in the morning, boy. I'm doing that kayak, you know, 3 miles up, 3 miles back.
So I got to ask you, Mike, you did have an incident you wanted to speak about, right?
Well, you know, my father, you know, he said there was a guy named Peanuts and a guy named Eddie Rip. I used to be a shoe shine kid when I was young, and I was about 8 years old and was in a bar, and this guy Peanuts was such a nice guy. He was an old guy. These guys were older, you know, they were in their 20s. And this Eddie Rip was a pretty tough guy in South Philadelphia, and he used to bother this guy all the time, and he would tease him constantly, you know. Well, one day, you know, my father said to me, someday, you know, be careful, you're going to come up to the wrong guy. Well, sure enough, I was in their bar that day, and I'm shining shoes, and this guy, Eddie Rip, comes in and makes a joke out of him and smacks him around, and come on, I'm only joking with you, but he teased him for years. Well, Peanuts got up, and he went outside, and as I was done shining the shoes, I was walking out the door. He walked in with a showed-off shotgun, and boom! And
Really?
killed him.
Wow.
You know, I was walking out, but this guy was walking in and shot this guy and killed him, which is unbelievable because it was funny because, in fact, Sal knows about the issue. About 4 years ago, I had a neighbor that was on the other side. He was from New York, you know, tough kid, you know, bully type of guy. I never met the guy, you know, but he was the neighbor behind me. And he would terrorize the neighborhood, the people. He would say the worst things to them, you know, and people from the West Coast, they're not fighters. They're not fighters. They're not East Coast guys. So one morning I got up, Cal remembers it, and I'm working out in the yard, and the guy made a statement, said something. So naturally I said a statement back and forth and this and that. Well, this guy decided to jump over the wall. I was 69 years old at the time. This guy was 43. He jumps over the wall. I could have killed the guy. So naturally we're scrapping. I'm trying to grab this guy to drag him in the water so I can drown him and kill him. I had the right. And the way I hit my head, I cracked my head over here. Nazi, the cops came and, you know, I wound up with $185,000. I sued.
Wow.
You know, that was the greatest fight. It's the most expensive. I got paid for that fight. But what I'm saying to you is that sometimes you never know. You get across the wrong guy. You got to be careful. You know, and today, in this day and age, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, I look on the television, there's so much anger and so much fight and so much hate.
Right.
You know, that's why this TV show, we like to speak about positive stuff, people, you know, faithful stuff, people that have the faith in God, you know, to move on. That's why I bring all different people from all walks of life come on this show. It's positive. I don't need to use vulgarity to have people watch me. I don't have to knock anybody down for people to watch me. And that's what's most important. Sal, I got to tell you something. You, my opinion, one of the finest entertainers
Thank you, Mike.
that I've ever met.
Coming from you,
And I really mean that. I mean, it's really great. And Al, I got to tell you something. I never seen you fight, but yesterday when we were backstage, because we walked out on stage, we were jabbing, we were throwing rights and left as we were coming out. It was really. I got to ask you a question. Is it Rice Krispies? Is it Corn Flakes? Is it Frosted Flakes? Is it Special K? What would be your favorite?
You know what? I love Rice Krispies. As a kid, you know, it's funny because you do have that little snap, crackle, pop thing. Right?
Is that what it is?
But yeah, I love Rice Krispies.
Sal, I asked you many times, you've been on the show, it's ain't the first time, it's the 100th time you've been on the show with
right?
me.
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
your favorite?
I love it. Rice Krispies. Then I go back to Frosted Flakes.
The Rice Krispie, I live that.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes for me, I gotta tell you the truth, because that's one of my favorites. You know, but you gotta watch with the sugar today, and that's what's very, very important. I gotta tell you, you guys are absolutely fabulous. There's no words to thank the both of you.
Thank you for having
coming
us.
on
Thank you.
the show. Al, you've been a tremendous inspiration. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm trying to say to you, and I wish you nothing but success with the books. I wish you nothing but happiness, health, okay, and prosperity.
Thank you.
You know, because, you know, when you get a guy my age, you know, we're on third base, whatever time God gets me left. But I
Right.
say this all the time, I still got to knock out either hand, I want to take it down. You know, but not too many guys want to step up with
Right.
it. Sal, you're the greatest.
Thank you, my
You're
brother.
the master of disaster, the king of steam. Okay, and everybody out in TV land, make sure you go see him.
Saturday
Okay,
at the Skyline.
at the Skyline, at
Casino in Henderson.
Jim Marsh's place. Jim was on my show. If you need a good Kia, go see Jim. Jim's the guy.
Yes, yes.
You know, try to Jim. I'm gonna send you a bill for this. No, I'm only teasing you. So I say this all the time.
And looking forward to our show.
Oh yeah, the November 8th show. You're going to be, well, you only got a few tickets left, so you better call in now. If I had Aladdin's lamp and I had one wish to make, I will not wish for caviar or any special dish. I will not wish for dollars, yet dollars I have few. I wish to continue to do the show, bring positive people like the two of you fellas in a place like this so I can show my customer positive. You know what I mean? Not negativity. You want to stay positive. There's too much negativity, too much hate in the world. Stay positive, okay? And we're going to close the show with a special edition. I look over there and we got some fantastic food.
Right, looking
And
forward to that.
we're going to show everybody. So you ready to dig in?
Anthony, get away from the food.
Okay. We're going to come right back. Don't move, everybody. Well, everybody, let's come to the end of the show. John, you prepared something magnificent. What did you put on the table? Tell everybody.
Well, we just got a few little things. The main one I really want to emphasize is the Bongo style, which is someone who really likes pork cuts and some veggies.
It's like antipasto, right?
Antipasto, yes.
Antipasto.
So we have some mortadella,
Mortadella, I love it.
okay, some truffle cheese, some fresh mozzarella.
Oh,
some
that looks good.
olives.
Delicious.
Unbelievable. And what's he got here? The spaghetti and meatballs, the
Yeah, the
traditional?
spaghetti traditional
Is that
meatballs.
calabrese style or napolitan style?
More calabrese style.
Oh, calabrese. And what's this over here in front of me?
This one it's paccheri. It's a new pasta, tube-shaped large penne with sausage, which is fresh made in house, and peppers.
Wow,
It's,
I can't wait to dig in. And we got calamari,
yes,
right?
it's a classic
Calamari.
calamari with
Unbelievable. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That concludes our show. We're starving. We're getting ready. You guys ready to dig in?
Let's dig in.
Let's dig in, man. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
so long. Set the bonus. Set the bonus. Come to Siena. Set the bone, everybody.
Leonetti Variety Show fans. For everything Leonetti, go to the website MikeLeonettiVarietyShow.com. Looking to have your business or client as a guest on the show? See if you are qualified to become a brand partner on the Mike Leonetti Variety Show by going to the site today. That's MikeLeonettiVarietyShow.com. Don't forget to order his book, Deceit, Corruption Cover-Up. Ciao for now.